So Ben, lots moving, fast-changing
Yeah.
world. Where are you now? What are you doing? Tell us a little bit about your life at the moment.
So I'm with Clixby's Forestry at the moment. So they're a forestry contractor, they're based nearby to where I live. So they do land design, so sort of bike paths and car parks for the Forestry Commission or the National Trust. But then there's also a forestry division to the company, which is who I work for. So that's operating tree harvesters, forwarders, and sort of any other timber operations that we do.
And what's been the biggest difference that you've noticed coming out of construction, if you could call it that as a standard?
Probably the lifestyle, I guess. It's very, very different. There isn't sort of that pressure that you get on site because you are working alone in the forest most of the time. There's maybe one or two of you max on a job. So you're very dependent on yourself and your ability. If something breaks down, then that's your job to fix that. There's no fitter really who can come and fix it for you. So you've got to learn the tools and learn the machine really, which isn't something that you get to do on a normal site because.
And are you operating the machine in a different way? Is it changing you as a plant operator?
I'd say so, yeah. I think it's a lot more difficult because the terrain that we work in, it can be very steep slopes, or working in peat or in really hard rock if we're putting in like a forest road or something. So yeah, it's definitely a very different environment.
And has the insight into forestry sort of made you more conscious and aware of sort of sustainability? Or?
I'd say so, yeah, because I think a lot of people look at forestry and think, we're just ruining the forest, when in reality, when you actually go in there and you see the trees that we're working with, there's a reason why those trees are coming out, and it really is like a life cycle of the forest, because we take the trees out and they're very quickly replanted, and then 30 years time we start again.
Just give us a last shout out to how people can find out more about you. Where are you on the socials
Yes.
And how can they find you?
Yeah, so I'm Ben the Operator on all socials, so Instagram, TikTok, YouTube and Facebook. I'll see you there.